So I'm actually going to read two stories today because I couldn't decide, and they're both pretty short. So if you want to watch both of them, you can. If you only want to watch one, that's okay too. So the first book I'm going to read today is called The Paper Bag Princess. The author is Robert Munsch, and the illustrator is Michael Marchenko. And it looks like maybe a character, some characters could be this girl, maybe she's the princess, and maybe this dragon. And I wonder if there'll be other characters in the story as well. Elizabeth was a beautiful princess. She lived in a castle and had expensive princess clothes. She was going to marry a prince named Ronald. Unfortunately, a dragon smashed her castle, burned all her clothes with his fiery breath, and carried off Prince Ronald. Elizabeth decided to chase the dragon to get Ronald back. She looked everywhere for something to wear, but the only thing that she could find that was not burnt was a paper bag. So she put on the paper bag and followed the dragon. He was easy to follow because he left a trail of burnt forests and horses' bones. Finally, Elizabeth came to a cave with a large door with a huge knocker on it. She took hold of the knocker and banged on the door. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Well, a princess! I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." He slammed the door so fast that Elizabeth almost got her nose caught. Elizabeth grabbed and banged on the door again. The dragon stuck his nose out of the door and said, "Go away. I love to eat princesses, but I have already eaten a whole castle today. I am a very busy dragon. Come back tomorrow." "Wait!" shouted Elizabeth. "Is it true that you are the fiercest and smartest dragon in this whole world?" "Yes," said the dragon. "Is it true," said Elizabeth, "that you can burn up 10 forests with your fiery breath?" "Oh, yes," said the dragon. And he took a huge, deep breath, and he breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 50 forests. "Fantastic," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath and breathed out so much fire that he burnt up 100 forests. "Magnificent," said Elizabeth, and the dragon took another huge breath, but this time nothing came out. The dragon didn't even have enough fire left to cook a meatball. Elizabeth said, "Dragon, is it true that you can fly around the world in just 10 seconds?" "Why, yes," said the dragon, and jumped up and flew all the way around the world in just 10 seconds. He was very tired when he got back, but Elizabeth shouted, "Fantastic! Do it again!" So the dragon jumped up and flew around the whole world in just 20 seconds. Then he got back, he was too tired to talk, and he lay down and went straight to sleep. Elizabeth whispered very softly, "Hey, dragon." The dragon didn't move at all. She lifted up the dragon's ear and put her head right inside. She shouted as loud as she could, "Hey, dragon!" The dragon was so tired, he didn't even move. Elizabeth walked right over the dragon and opened the door to the cave. There was Prince Ronald. He looked at her and said, "Elizabeth, you are a mess. You smell like ashes, your hair is all tangled, and you're wearing a dirty old paper bag. Come back when you're dressed like a real princess." "Ronald," said Elizabeth, "your clothes are really pretty, and your hair is really neat. You look like a real prince, but you are a bum." They didn't get married after all. The end. Now, the next book I'm going to read is pretty short, and it's super funny, and I think you guys will like it a lot. It is called Dinosaurs love underpants. Dinosaurs love underpants. Dinosaurs were all wiped out a long way back in history. No one knows how or why. Now this book solves the mystery. It all began when cavemen felt embarrassed in the nude. Someone dreamed up underpants to stop them from looking crude. The dinosaurs roamed everywhere, all teeth and huge long necks. But scariest and meanest was Tyrannosaurus Rex. When T-Rex saw man's undies, he roared with deafening rants. I don't want to eat you up, I want your underpants. T-Rex stole a furry pair, but his briefs quickly ripped. He couldn't get them past his feet. Ooh, whoops, watch out, he tripped. Triceratops was happy, wearing undies on every horn, till Styracosaurus snatched them, and they ended up all torn. The pants from woolly mammoth coats made Stegosaurus itchy. Diplodocus was really mad. His briefs were way too pinchy. We're running low on underpants. The cavemen quaked in shock. Those dinos are undies crazy. They've completely run amok. Soon undies were flying everywhere, all torn by tooth and claw. The dinosaurs were fighting in a great briefs tug of war. Oh no. The mighty underpants war raged all night. Thump, pow, bash, thwack, clout. The fighting got so crazy, all the dinos were wiped out. The next day the cavemen crept and cheered at what they saw. Hooray! Our biggest enemy is now at last no more. So when you put your undies on, always treat them with great care. Don't forget brief saying to mankind, they're not just underwear. Lots of undies, the end. Alright, it was great reading these stories to you guys. See you soon.